took to the stage performing a medley of classics, future hits, current projects, demos, specials, and revised remixes, much to the sweetening delight of the ears of the people in attendance. Twiztid rocked the thousands and thousands of Twisted Juggalos in attendance and brought with them panic, sheer, utter panic, in a much delighted way. Also, Sunday, ICP took to the stage, both of them, and they brought with them several, digging deep into the catalogs of the clowns. They brought with them songs that many people knew. They performed classic cuts many might not have heard before. They threw out some jams some people think they might have heard or caught wind of. And also they performed tunes that everybody knew and sang along with. It was beautiful. The set also included a short 5-minute solo from Shaggy 2 Dope on the Obe, which was a wonderful, wonderful piece of music. It was a great time all in all. The festivities, the fires, the riots. It was absolutely fucking... Guy? Oh, let's jump right into a commercial break.
Juggalos and Juggalettes, Psychopathic Records presents the Tombstone Terror Tour featuring live in concert Blaze.
There's nowhere to escape. Your life is slowly.
Also, live in concert for the very first time, the Scarecrow makes his debut. Boondocks
Cannot be saved.
with super special guest, the Axe Murder Boy.
Back to this day, that man is still alive. He lives
Also, special appearance by Low Key.
with a nursery rhyme. He's the dead. But he walks among
The Tombstone Terror Tour underway right now.
young, dying, unstoppable dead man. You don't know. The judge of death is coming. You don't know. There's nowhere to escape. You don't know. Your life is slowly.
Check for tour dates near you at blaze.psychopathicrecords.com. Boondocks, Psychopathic Records' newest recording artist from the backwoods of Newton County, Georgia. Boondocks debut album, The Harvest, available right now. And available right now at hatchetgear.com.
Guy?
Let's talk about Twiztid. Not only let's talk about Twiztid, let's talk about ID, Independence Day. That's right, the highly anticipated record that is soon to be released here on Psychopathic Records. The anticipation is so high through the roof, I can't wait. It's gonna be an awesome display, my fuckers. You wait and see. Independence Day has a slew of independent recording artists, such as Master P, such as Too Short, and a whole slew of many more. We recently had the pleasure of sitting down with Twiztid to discuss the Independence Day project, and here's what Jamie Madrox and Monoxide, or perhaps one or the other, had to say.
We're dabbling with a lot of stars, if you will, that usually don't frolic and frequent with the likes of the underground, in which you and I and everybody at Psychopathic usually rubs elbows with. You ain't gotta be mainstream, and you ain't gotta be all conforming to the powers of all the mighty buildings that hang out in New York and LA that are full of blue collar and white collar people that don't give a fuck about your product, and being independent is the way to go.
Independence Day is of most importance and priorityism here at Psychopathic Records, and we recently had a chance to sit down with one of the producers on ID Independence Day, and he gave us more knowledge, more in-depth attitude about the record and what direction Twiztid is actually headed on this mass commercial appeal album with several tastes and styles. Fritz gave us these gentle, kind words of enlightenment about the record.
The multitude of guest stars that are on it, because obviously that's the whole gimmick of the album, is to have every song featuring a different independent artist. And it's also got a veritable host of different producers on it. So it'll have all kinds of different sounds, different vocal stylings, and it'll just be fresh as hell.
Enchanting words from Frizzle the Kizzle. We had the pleasure of taking time out of this busy man's schedule. Bud, the warehouse worker, here's what he had to say about ID Independence Day.
Independence Day I ain't heard it. No.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I myself cannot wait for that CD because I just want to pop it in and bump. Well, I know a lot of you have been wondering what took place at the gathering with sports. I say we find out by talking to the Big Dick. Big Dick Martindale, take us away with sports, bud.
Thanks, fellas. Hey, we've got those results, and those results are real big. And I got to tell you, it's starting off with the very first match, much to the surprise of all the 9,777 juggalos that were in attendance. The head shrinkers in the fatal four-way, I'm talking about Samu and Alofa, beat Too Tough Tony, Corporal Robinson, that's right, the Juggalo tag team, the Bumpin' Uglies, the weirdos with the fucking masks, and the Powers of Pain in the fatal four-way, that's right, Samu and Alofa were victorious in that big match. Also on the show, the Rude Boy, the JCW Hardcore Champion Rude Boy, and Kevin Sullivan butted heads to a no-contest bloodbath. Well, Rude Boy did most of the bleeding, but he refused to give up. Every time Sullivan called for the bell, told referee A.T. Huck, get this fucking guy out of here. No way, Juggalos. Rude Boy kept getting up, standing